Hi y'all, Justin with Kayak Catfish. Well, I'm out on the water this morning, right next to a really loud bird up here on this dock, but doing some fishing. I've been in a creek today, coming down through here, using my live scope. Really haven't found anything in good concentration until I got back here to this dock. Now my regular viewers might recognize this dock because I caught some huge crappie under here a few months ago, back late winter, early spring. And using the live scope, I scanned under the dock here and it is loaded with fish again. I don't know if they're crappie or bluegill or something else, but there's a huge school right here. So I'm about to make some casts and listen to the birds chirp apparently and hopefully be reeling in some fish. Let's do it. Look right here, y'all, on the live scope. All of that right there is one big school of something up under them dock pilings there. Got a few more fish right out here beside me. We got the entire flock of geese over here to this side of the kayak. There's a lot of nature out here, a lot of wildlife in this area, but by gosh, that right there under the dock is what I want to catch. Cast right there. I got way up under that dock. That jig is going to fall down into that school, and when it does, I'm going to get bit. Just like that. Just like that. Let's see what this is going to be. Yeah, it's crappie. Not a very big one to start. They got to be 10 inches out here to keep. I can tell you just by looking at him, he's going to be short. But nevertheless, that's a crappie. Let's let him go and get some of his friends up under there, see if he's got any bigger kinfolk. There was something splashing right there. All kinds of life around this dock. I scanned some of them other docks coming down through here. Didn't really see anything, just sporadic fish here and there. But I get back here to this one, and they just schooled up. There's one. There's one. Oh, another shorty. Another shorty crappie right here. Where's your big cousins at there, crappie? Well, you got anything to tell this audience? He ain't got nothing to tell you people. He says he wants to go home. He's gonna go get big. Let me turn around this way. I'm gonna let that spot lock do its thing. I'm gonna make a lousy cast. Let me try that again. There we go. That's better. All right. Let that jig sink down. I just got hit right then. Right then I got hit. Hit it on the fall. Oh, that's a big bluegill. Oh man. Look right here, y'all. That's a nice bluegill. Nice bluegill. I'd just about rather catch these than anything on my ultralight. I love me some big bluegill, and that right there, I mean, he's thick. He said he's done with this interview. Let me fix my jig back. I was going to try to show you how thick he was, but he's a little sensitive about his weight, he said. He didn't feel comfortable sharing his diet and stuff on camera. We'll catch another fish on that cast. I got that in about that second post back there. Yep, right then. I know it. I got that one far enough back there. I said, I got to put that in front of the fish. Oh boy, he's mad. He's showing out. Doing some of them dance moves, fish. Show us what you got. There you go. You just got your 3 new Instagram followers, fish. Congratulations. I need to be able to, I get excited and I get impatient when I reel that jig in before it's got time to really sink down. So these fish, they're about 6-8 feet deep under there. This jig I'm using is a 1/64 ounce in size, so it takes a little while to sink down. It's a slower sink rate than the heavier jig, but that slower fall rate gets you bit. I think it gets you bit a little bit more frequently. I had one hit me just then. Another one, right there. He got it in. Let's see what, it's another one of them crappie. This is one of them old skid mark crappie. He got the skid mark up his head. Some of y'all out there watching probably got a skid mark in your underpants. Looks just like what he's got going down his back right there. I guarantee it. Get out of here, fish. Well, you look at you. You get made fun of down there, I guarantee it. Y'all, this right here is the bait, man. 1/64 ounce jig head, small number 8 hook, 1-inch Gulp minnow. It's a smelt color. It looks almost identical to shad, which is our primary forage species. And by gosh, it gets bit. Oh, something's got me. I didn't even feel him hit, but I saw my line start to take off. That's a sure sign that you got a fish on there. It's just another short crappie. Just the big ones are maybe not even here, you know. They may not be up under here. I was shellacking the big crappie there a few months ago, but I know this dock got pounded pretty hard after that, after those videos come out. So I'd say a lot of them bigger crappie probably went home to people's dinner tables. Here's another fish right here. Well, there's plenty more crappie. These juvenile fish right here, come next year, they'll be the big ones that we're catching. That's another skid mark head. Old fish, looking like people's underpants. There's a bunch of them right there, man. I love doing this, y'all. The ultralight fishing. I love the constant action. Sometimes when you catfishing and stuff, carp fishing, there's one. Sometimes, you know, you go long periods of time without bites, and it's nice to come out on days like today where you just getting one fish after another here. Hey, calm it down, crappie. I'm trying to let you go. I'm trying to be your friend. That fish says he don't want to be friends with me. Yeah, I'm gonna show you again here on my screen exactly what I'm looking at. So right here's that first dock piling, and right here behind it, all up in there, all that's fish. Just one big school of fish, which again is a welcome sight, because coming down through here, I scan other docks, down trees, and just really just a fish here, a fish there. No big concentrations of fish like is what is up under this dock. And, you know, when I'm ultralight fishing, this right here is the ideal scenario where I can just keep getting bit one after another after another. So I'm gonna get the camera back in the chest and make a few more casts up under here. Maybe make a few more casts up under there. Let me get repositioned here, and then we'll try that again. There we go. That's a little better cast. I might get bit on that one. Just gonna let that thing sink down. I just got hit right then. Right then I got hit. Feels like another crappie too. Yep. Another short. Out here, gotta be 10 inches to keep. And these, I'm not putting them on a measuring board, but I can tell by looking at them, this one here's, you know, probably in that 7-8 inch range, I'd say. So he's probably, you know, a year away from being keeper size. Look right here. See my line starting to get tight? I got a fish on there. That was a light bite. Didn't feel no tick, no thump, no nothing. But by gosh, he had it. This one here's tore up my Gulp minnow. Look at that. That's destruction of property fish. I bet you that fish right there, that's tore up so bad. I gotta put a new one on. That fish right there, he's a criminal. I bet you he's got graffiti painted up under that dock. He's probably got Kayak Catfish Sucks spray painted up under there. I can get my P cup here and get me another Gulp out. I keep these, I've said this in other ultralight videos, but it's worth repeating because I think it's a helpful tip. I put my Gulp Minnows in these urine specimen cups. The lids stay on better than the actual Gulp jars. And so they don't leak everywhere in your boat or kayak or car or wherever you're storing them at. Golly, bud, look at all them fish right there, man. Look at all that. I don't care if they are 7, 8 inch crappie. I want to catch every daggone one of them. Let's get this Gulp back on this jig head and get back to it. You putting these things on, you want to make sure you put them on straight. That's going to help that thing fall more naturally. It's going to kind of zig and zag down versus if you got it on there crooked, it wants to spin on you like a helicopter. You'll get far more bites if it falls more naturally than the helicopter motion. Oh, I got that one way back up in there, so it's going to, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was going to get bit on that one. You kind of got to get back up in there. They're behind that first post, and they seem to be all the way up and down through there. I mean, this is a big school of fish. Not a school of big fish, but a big school overall. Oh, good hell. Let's try that again. Oh man, 2 in a row. I'm putting some dents in that dock. There we go. 3rd time's a charm. That'll get us bit right there. As soon as it sinks down in their face, they're gonna be on it. Yep. Went to pick up on it and there he was. You know, ain't it funny, y'all, that like this dock here, like I said, I fished it back late winter, early spring. I think it's around February or so, maybe March. I can't remember, my days all running together. But the big crappie, they were stacked up under here then. And there's several more docks out in this creek that I scanned this morning and just, again, nothing on it. I mean, there's just nothing there. But yet you get back here to this one and fish are just schooled up by what looks like the hundreds here. And it just makes you wonder, like, what is it about one particular dock or one particular tree that the fish just congregate to, you know? It just don't make sense why they choose one over another when they have so many options. Like, what makes them pick what they do? This is another cast right here. I'm about to get bit on. Right there. Right there. They are just in there by the hundreds. But again, none of them, I haven't caught a single one yet that's been keeper size. Let me just put it on the board here just for doo-doos and giggles. I'm guessing about 8 inches. Oh, well, he says he don't want to be measured apparently. But he was close there, somewhere between 7 and 8 inches. And there's still as many fish as I've pulled out of there now. Look at them. They're still just in there by the hundreds and still biting. Fishy. Come on out here, fishy. You've been caught. Don't even try to fight it anymore. You coming in here. You got 38 people watching you right now, fish. Maybe not that many. Look at him. Just a little 6-7 incher. But it's still fun when it's like this. I love all this action. This is what I was hoping to find today. I've just had a hankering to do some ultralight fishing the last few days, and I said today's the day. And I was hoping to get on a good bite where I could just keep cast after cast and keep catching them. It's just so much fun to get that constant action. Oh, right there, he nailed it on the retrieve. I was reeling it in, and that come up and snatched it. He said that gulp ain't getting away from him. See you, good buddy. We'll do it again someday when you're bigger. All right, y'all, so these crappie have finally about quit biting on me now. I guess I've sore lipped so many of them. The others have wisened up, but man, while it was going there, it was just one after another. Every cast, every other cast. I mean, it was pretty awesome, but small. They're all small fish under there this morning, at least what I was pulling out anyway. But I've said it so many times before in these ultralight videos. It don't take a big fish to have a good time. You get a 6-inch bluegill or 7, 8-inch crappie, you'll get a nice bend in the ultralight rod, and it's a dang good time. And I have had some fun fishing this dock, but I'm gonna move on from it. But as many fish as I've caught, this video's probably running a little bit long, so I think I'm just gonna wrap up this video, but I ain't done fishing. I'm gonna make my way on back in this creek and just see what else is going on. I'm gonna use the live scope and just see if I can find anything else happening. Again, out toward the entrance of this creek, scanning coming down through here this morning, just didn't really see anything schooled up like what is under this dock. So I'm wondering if there's not more schooling activity going on the further I get back in here. But ain't but one way to find out, and that's to get back in here and scan and make some casts and see what I can catch. So I'm gonna go do that. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had a hell of a lot of fun making them. This dock this is the crappie dock for me, man. They're here. It's like when one school moves out, the next school moves in. But I'm gonna get back here and catch some more fish. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.